Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Thornton Farm for what I believe we could call is harvest log day 2. I feel like we're going to be a little bit interrupted today. We are expecting some showers this morning, so it's just gone 9 o'clock. Just had a little coffee there. I haven't fed the cattle up this morning. We're going to jump into the voucher and take the this second trailer back into the field. We're going to try and push on with a little bit of rape this morning, see what we can get done, and if the weather permits, we're going to begin what we call 5-minute fallow today. So we've got my fence hooked up to the discs. We're going to put a cover crop straight in behind the rape here this afternoon. So what we do, once we get a little bit more ground covered, we'll be looking to push on with the discs, and we'll come straight into here. We're going to put some radish in behind us here. I'm just going to stop this in the middle somewhere. For now. Perfect. So yeah, like I said, I think Chris is gonna follow up behind me in the fence. Put the cover crop into here, then we can roll that and we can just leave it be for the time being. That's going to allow for the next kind of 6 weeks or so to get some good nitrogen fixation into here. The radish will allow to remove any of the compaction from the combine brings into the field. So we're going to do that. We're going to try and push on with as much of this field as we can get done this morning before the bad weather comes in. And ideally we'll get pushed straight into the field over the hill there. And we'll start there as well. So we'll see how much we can get done. But what I am going to do for now is I've just got to do a few checks around the combine. We're going to make sure we get everything greased up and good to go for another morning. And then yeah, we'll try and crack on. So I'll let you join back in with me in a couple of minutes and we'll see how we're looking. Well, welcome back everybody. We are pushing through quite nicely now. Just about finished this first block off in this field. We kind of split it up the middle last night. Still no sign of the forecasted rain showers, which is fantastic news. So we're going to keep going as long as we can. As you can see, we've got Chris working away already with the cover crop planting. So he's right on my tail really. So he's making good ground there, which is good news. It's going to be nice to have that in the ground before this rain comes, if we can. So we're just going to finish this little strip up here, and then we're going to jump over to that block there. Hopefully, like I say, we can get that one pushed in and finished before the rain comes. And in an ideal scenario, we'll get into the next field up as well. But we're just going to kind of take it as it comes at the moment. Let's see what we can get done. And yeah, you know, anything from here on out is a bonus because we're supposed to have got that rain about 11 AM this morning. So far so good. But we'll crack on. See how we can get going. As you can see, there's Chris just coming to the end of his run. Loving that fence now actually. I have to force him out of it once I get out of the combine. But yeah, he's making some good ground, covering some good acres here. At the moment everything's quite dry, so it's making for a nice, easy, clean establishment of the cover crop. At the moment we're bringing in this rape here. It's approximately, when we checked the first load before I took it into the barn there, it was looking in the region of about 14%, so it's not quite as dry as it was yesterday. We got it down to about just under 13 yesterday, 12.8 I think it was. So we are a little bit damper there this morning, but we're still well within our boundaries, so that's good news. So we're just going to hopefully hope it stays around there. Like I say, when this rain comes, it's probably going to knock on the head because it's going to kick it up over 15% again anyway. So we'll just have to see what we can get really. Take our chances when we can. But the good news is this block of rape here and the one through the hedge there, after we get those two lifted, we're looking alright for the next couple of days anyway. We're going to have a bit of a break from harvest. The barley isn't quite ready yet, so we're going to have to hang on a little bit there anyway. So if we can get most of this rape done, we're kind of ahead of the game, so that'll be good news. Yeah, at the moment, yeah, everything is going through quite well. There's not a lot of greenery in here, and there's also it's all off the floor, which is quite nice. We haven't had a lot of wind or rain recently to push this down onto the floor. When you do that, you do risk losing losing a lot of crop through either the seeds being rattled out of the pods on the rape and being pushed to the ground, or if it's that flat on the floor, sometimes you just can't really clear it, pick it up very well. But right now it's coming through very well. Nice clean stubble being left behind, which is always very good. And we are chopping the straw, as you can see, so it's going to be pushed straight back into the ground for some organic matter. And that cover crop will use that up nicely over time. So the horseradish we are actually planting, that's going to stay in the ground for about 6 weeks, maybe 7, we'll see how we go. And then we're going to come straight in behind that and we're going to be planting some winter wheat. The reason we put the cover crop in there is just to fix the nitrogen up a little bit and allow the wheat to get a good hold when we come to plant that. Typically what we find is when you plant wheat after rape anyway, the root structure is really benefits from having that extra kick. So it should do very well. That's what I'm hoping at least. So we'll keep an eye on that one as the days and weeks draw on. Hopefully we get some good conditions in the autumn there to be able early autumn actually to be able to plant the winter wheat when we get around to it. But otherwise, yeah, not too bad all things considered. How are you all doing out there? I hope you're very well. I hope you've had a lovely day so far. We are making the most of the situation right now. I'm also looking to get this content put up online quite quickly where possible, so do keep an eye out for this. There'll be plenty of footage coming up as we get on there. I might call this part of the year like a little harvest log, just to give you an idea what's going on. But yeah, so this is technically day 2. With the amount of work we've got to do, the amount of land we've got to cover, I'd expect us to be going for about 2-3 weeks if we get the right weather. Of course, if the weather's not quite there, it's always possible it's going to be a little bit worse, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Speaking of that, it looks like we're just starting to come in now. The weather's just starting to cloud over a bit as we look over here, so we might not get much more done, but we'll see. It'd be nice to get this block finished. So we'll just take the drone up quickly to have a look at the sky, see how we're looking. So we're just coming in, starting to look a little bit hazy, a little bit misty. So at this stage, with this little block left, we'll push through to finish this, and then we'll also, well, if we can, I'd like to get the combine into the next field. I will, never can tell really. It is handy having the first fields to cut right next to the farm here, because it does mean that we don't need to have too many trailers on the cart in. Got the 2 trailers out here, and I'm currently just filling up the one to my left, filling up this one. So we will get back onto that in a moment. What I'm going to do is just zip around here. And up we go. So what are you guys all up to today? How are you filling your time? Please do let me know in the comments below what you're up to. And if you are currently working on Farming Simulator, let me know how it's going. Just to keep on top of that. Let me know if you're still working on Thornton Farm as well. I know a few of you still are. So if you are, then let me know how your progress is going and what stage you're at the moment. Here we are developing quite nicely actually. The farm's growing, the dairy side's going very well. We are actually going to need to, in the not too distant future, jump onto some muck carting to clean out the dairy cows. One of the fields of spring barley that we'll get to in a few weeks is going to be harvested, and then we're going to have some muck spread straight onto that and then ploughed in, so that's going to be a busy day. We've got an awful lot of muck to cart actually at the moment, so we need to get on top of that. And then aside from that, yeah, we're looking not too bad. Not too bad at the moment. So we're just going to... Oh, there we go. I should have emptied when we're at the bottom there. Never mind. Down we go. It's really starting to come in now actually. But we made some good progress. Nice. I didn't expect that we'd get this field finished at all this morning. So far as well, the ground's not too compact or not too wet, so we haven't had any instances where the combine's struggling. Last year we had quite a lot of occasions where we just couldn't get some traction in some place, and the combine was sinking, which was a nightmare when that starts to occur. The last thing you want to experience. Let's see, have a look how we're doing here. Seems like this is going to be hopefully the last rain we're going to have for a while. That's coming in now, which is very nice, good news. Don't need to worry about any more. But all being well, like I say, we're going to finish up this rape today. We've got some sugar beet we need to harvest, so if it doesn't get too wet, we can look at trying to jump in onto that. It'd be nice to be able to get that kind of ticked off the list where possible. So yeah, that might be one of the next jobs up, although I do need to check to see if we've got the contractor free to come in with this harvester. I don't harvest anywhere near enough sugar beet to warrant purchasing one of my own. What we might do here, it looks like, fortunately for us, the gate at the top of this field into the next field up is sufficiently wide enough that I'm not going to need to take the header off, because that's always one of the time-consuming issues when moving fields. So if I can get away with that, it's going to be great. We'll just leave enough of a swath there, or a strip there, that's worth coming down to collect. I'll square this edge off. The rape knives on the edge of the cutter bar there are leaving a very nice clean cut. With rape, because it tangles up and it mats over quite a bit, it's very often worthwhile having the rape knives on, because it just allows for a clean cut and a nice smooth pass, really. So the next time you come through, it gives you an easier, straighter edge to follow, really. It does make everything that bit easier. These ones on the fence header here are not very difficult to remove either, which is really good. Sometimes if you're swapping between fields quite quickly, it can be a bit of a nightmare having to take the header, knife bars off, and put them back on again, and take them off again for another bit of barley. And it can be a little bit of a frustrating process. Alright, so the last strip down, we'll empty this back into the trailer when we get to the bottom, and then we might even just try and sneak into that next, get some headlands off the next field done. So I will catch up with you in a moment when I finish this, and we'll see what we can do. Well everyone, we didn't even get down to the bottom here. We have been snooped. So just gonna power off the thresher. We're gonna go and empty out the tank here, and unfortunately that's gonna be us for the morning. Certainly as far as any more harvest is concerned. We have in the tank back in the trailer. We'll have to get that trailer covered back up quickly, and then we'll call it quits for the day. Chris is probably going to be able to carry on, depending upon how severe the rest of the shower is going to be. What we will do is just go and park out of his way somewhere. He comes down there now. So we'll just jump out. We're going to put this trailer under covers here. This one is empty. It can stay in the field for now. Although what I am going to do is just run this up to the top, because that's where we're going to be in next. So typically, couldn't even get that little section finished there, hey? I suppose that's farming after all. We did well. We got more completed than I ever thought we would. What we might do this afternoon is just actually get a bit of muck carting done. Whilst we're going to be stopped at least. We'll have a look at that. Chris appears to be in a little bit of trouble, so we're going to have a look and see what's happening with him. So now we'll just drop this. In fact, we'll just stick this inside the field. Makes more sense. Alright, so we're going to grab that trailer, we'll go and see what Chris is doing. Can't see him down here actually. Which is a bit of a concern. Where's he gone? Oh no. Oh no, I can see him. Oh Chris, what have we done here? This doesn't look like it's going to be good news. Right. Well, today's suddenly taken a turn for the worse, hasn't it? Okay. Let me just see what we can do to see if we can salvage this. The engine's still running, which I guess is good news. Yeah, I'll see what I can do for this and I'm going to come back to you. Well, he's going again. That wasn't ideal, but I guess one thing we can say is we're lucky that we didn't have any damage to the tractor, and secondly, the tractor and the cultivator got a wash. So somehow we've escaped, we've got out of Dodge there pretty easily, so that was quite a relief. What we will do now though is pop over and grab that trailer, go and take that and get everything put into cover, and then we'll shift the combine back out the field a little bit so Chris can, hopefully without further incidents or issues, get himself across the field here. But for now, I'm just going to pull this out of the way, and we will probably get on some muck cart I think for the rest of the day, and I'll catch you up late. And once we get back going again, I'll fill you in with the rest of the day, see how it's looking, or when we get into that next field at least. But for now, thank you very much for watching, as always. If you have liked what you've seen, then please do hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment below if you have any questions or feedback, or any general comments you'd like to raise. Until next time, enjoy what you're doing, stay safe, but most importantly, happy farming.